Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn some awesome Kurt Cobain riffs as we go through how to play All Apologies as recorded by Nirvana on guitar. Now this song really has two main sections, what I call the riff, which is that part you heard me playing at the top of this video, and then we kick on a distortion pedal and go to some big power chords for the chorus. I'm gonna break it all down for you note for note. Now there is a little tricky thing going on with the tuning of this song. It's basically your whole guitar is tuned down a half step, so instead of E, A, D, G, B, E, you're gonna drop everything down to E flat, and then from there, you drop the low E string down to basically drop D. So it's down a half step and then drop D. I'm gonna play each string so you can get tuned up with me before we dive in. But before we jump into the lesson, I wanna hook you up with something really awesome. If you're new here, you've gotta download my fretboard guide. And this is a PDF that I put together that's gonna show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And this is the system that I use for basically putting it all together. And I use this when I'm playing a riff, any song, I'm taking a solo. It's just a way of thinking about the neck. And I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below to grab your copy. All right, well with that said, let's break down this song. Let's break down how to play All Apologies as recorded by Nirvana on guitar. Now there's two main parts that I want to go through. The first one is called the riff, which is the majority of the song, and then we have the chorus section where we go to these big distorted power chords. But the first thing we got to do is make sure that we're in tune for this song. So the thing about this song is the whole guitar is tuned down a half step, and then you go drop D from there. So what I would do is, instead of E, A, D, G, B, E, our standard tuning, we're going to tune E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. So drop everything down a half step and then go and take that low string, that 6th string, and go drop D from there. So if you're looking at your tuner, this note should say D flat or C sharp. So I'll play each string so you can hear what it sounds like and make sure that you're in this tuning. So drop D, and then the whole guitar down a half step. So those are the strings there, and then we can play this main riff, which sounds like this. 3, 4, and... All right, so we've got a 4-bar riff here, and I'm going to show you the way that I would play it. Now, there are some little variations as you go through. It's not always like a perfectly consistent riff, but I'm going to show you what I would say is the main riff. So this would go like this. So we're going to go low, 6th string, and then we're going to play the 9th fret on the 5th string, and we'll go 9, 10, 9, like this. Then we're going to slide from 10 to 12 on that 5th string. Then play 12, then 10, 9. So that whole first measure is all just on these 2 strings. That's 0, 9, 10, 9, slide, 12, 10, 9. Now with the strum hand here, you can play all downs for this whole song. So just down, 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 down. Okay, then in bar 2, we're gonna do the same thing. But here we're gonna go. And instead of sliding right there on the 5th string, we're gonna shift down 1 string, go to the 4th string, 10, slide up to 12, then 10, 9. So it's the same riff, just mirrored like 1 string down. Start the same. Now shift. Okay, and you can let that low 6th string ring out. It creates this cool kind of drone effect. So if you just play this on your own, it sounds really great. Like. Okay, Okay, then we do the first measure again for measure 3. So that's all on the 6th string and 5th string. Then we have this final variation. I love that part. So we go up to the 11th fret here on the 3rd string. So we'll start the same way. And you can hit these together if you want. And then 11 on the 3rd string, then 9, then 12 on the 4th string. So we have that high note, da, da, then walk down. So that's our variation on the 4th time, right? So the whole riff sounds like this. Now what I meant by variations is like the first time you hear this, you hear, then like 2 low E strings instead of, you hear, but it's basically the same thing. So like I said, this is sort of a representation of the main riff. Okay, then when we go to the verse, we're just gonna use the first 2 measures. So Kurt comes in singing and we play this. So we do that little alternating. We don't go up to the, we just go. The first 2 measures, slide to the 4th string, then back down. Now that goes 8 times. This would be like the 3rd time, 4th time. All the way through. Okay, now on the last time we come out of this, we go to a distorted part and go. Then back to the intro there. So what I did was I went to some power chords. I turned on a distortion pedal and I went to a power chord here just with 1 finger. And this is the beautiful thing about being in a drop D tuning is you can play a power chord with just 1 finger. So all I'm gonna do here is play the 5th fret of the 6th string, the 5th string, and the 4th string. And then I'm just gonna play 8th notes. And I'm muting those higher strings. Now we play 2 bars of this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then that goes 3 times. So here's the 2nd time, then the 3rd time, then we go, and this is over the words married, buried, you go. And you just hit the 7th fret. So you take that same chord and you bring it up 2 frets and you just hit a big whole note tied to another whole note. So we're gonna count 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go back, we do the main riff again. And now we have a little variation there the first time in the verse. We do go up to that. This is for verse 2, like what we did in the intro. Then we just stay. On that lower part where we just alternate those 2 strings. Congrats on making it through this classic Nirvana lesson. This song is so much fun to play, whether it's just the riff or going to the power chords. It's one of those songs when you just go into the riff, people are gonna recognize it right away. So be sure to rewind the video and go over any parts that are unclear. And then when you're ready, try and play it along with the recording. And to help you even more, be sure to grab my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And you can grab your copy completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboardguide or use the first link down below. Also, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment down below and let me know your #1 song that you would like to see me teach here next on the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video real soon.